yeah, make friends, make some things that you need to your soft skills. So I believe it's in general, not only to work. And you, Gustavo?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's kind of sociable skills like communication, teamwork. So it's independent of your area. Like I work with IT, other person work any other area. Can apply the same skills like communication, oratory, I don't know, teamwork. So is some skills that help you uh, I'm gonna say to develop yourself in a job, but mainly in your day life. I'm gonna say it because with your friends, in everything, in every moment, you could use these skills. I think that's it. I'm gonna give a tip because I subscribe and free course from Conquer. They are free. Uh, Produtividade inteligente, intelligent productive. I don't know if that's it. I'm gonna send on the chat for you guys to subscribe. I think that until Mon Monday, yeah, until Monday, need to finish it until Monday.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And you, Sarah?
Yes, I agree with you. Soft skills is related to life in general. I I believe in my case, I always think that I would treat my family better than I treat other person. So, for example, if I'm thankful for something in my job, I would be thankful for my family, for the things that they do for me, and I really believe that I needed to have soft skills in my house, in other place, for example, at the church, at the hospital, at the bank, whatever. Uh, this is about education, to be polite. And this is not something that we could think that is, oh, I don't mind about this kind of skill. No, for me, in my opinion, it's so important. And it seems your opinion, your education, how you grew up, how your parents educated you, something like that. What about you, Thiago? What do you think?
I agree with all of you. I believe soft skills you can develop it throughout your life or our lives. This set of skills help us in our jobs, in our daily life, in our personal relationship, and I guess the most important soft skill is listen to other people and be interested, really interested in what they are talking about. Indeed, there is a book, and I am reading it again. Do you know this book? How to Win Friends and Influence People. I guess this guy here, Dale Carnegie, is the father of soft skills. That is a very interesting book. I recommend it if you want to read.
Really, really good, this book. I read it, and it's so good, in fact.
I am reading it in Portuguese and in English on my Kindle. The English version is very cheap. You can buy it for $1.50, I guess, on Amazon. Yes.
Good, it's good to read it first in Portuguese, after in English, and try to.
Yes, and I am doing that.
Good, good. And continuing with you, Thiago, can you choose another question for us, please?
Okay, let me see. Maybe number 10. Can soft skills be acquired? Do you have any experience on that? I don't know if acquired is a good word, but you can develop that. I guess it suits better here. I guess you can develop, but you can learn it. I guess it's more appropriate. And do you have any experience on that? Listen to people. That is my experience. Not saying only my things. I need to listen to other people, not to say I want to listen to you. I want to yes, to listen what you have to share. And you, Andrea?
Yes, I agree with you, Thiago. I think the soft skill it's something that you can improve through your life. I believe that I've been improving my, how can I say, not leadership. Can be leadership also, because I work with other people that I am not, how can I say, a patroa deles, tipo assim, mas it's like a leader in a group. So I've been, how can I say, improving this area in my life. That's it. And you, Gustavo?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. And I like what Thiago said about one important is listen, pay attention, because sometimes you are listening but not pay attention, like in your cell phone and doing something. But when you pay attention, if you are listening, you can ask something about the topic and about that. So that's really important to pay attention to that. And I think yes, I think you can develop it, be better in any soft skills. Some of them it will be a little bit hard for you because it's not like your personality, so it's a little bit difficult, but you can develop it. In my case, I don't know right now, but when I was doing my post degree, like in 2019, every week I need to present it something in front of the class every week. So didn't have a test, but it was evaluated by the presentation. So we need to do a work and a presentation for everybody. So in that moment, I was really shy, but after that, I could develop that and I could speak with not a lot of problem. So right now, I don't know. It's a long time that I don't do it because I don't practice it. But in that moment, I was confident that in that point. So yeah, there's another presentation. I need to do it because I need to get the grade. If I don't do this next week, I'm gonna have other. So go on and let's try. So I think that you can evaluate by courses, obvious, but experience as well. It's really important. And you, Sarah?
Yes, guys, I totally agree with you. I couldn't agree more. It's so important to have this kind of behavior. And as I really agree that the better word here is be developed. I think that we can develop soft skills. As Thiago is reading a book about it, Gustavo shared a course, and Andrea is trying to learn about leadership. And this is so important, and I really believe that we can develop. In this last year, I'm trying to develop problem-solving characteristics in my life. For example, to avoid to to ask a help, to try to think about the problem, how can I solve? And of course, there is a risk in some situations. In a job, for example, a decision that I needed to do, an explanation, an opinion. I work with a regulatory documentation of a pharmaceutical company. So I needed to provide a technical opinion every day about something, if there is a risk or not, if something is good or not. And this kind of decision or opinion, it's so hard when you have the responsibility to provide some opinion or rationale. So I'm trying to develop this thing, this mindset. It's funny to talk this word nowadays, the mindset, but this is something that I'm trying to develop, to solve the problem by myself. And if I don't find a way, I ask for my coordinator or for my coworker, but I try to search, to study, to find a way, and then to solve the problem. So it's a thing. It's hard to me, but I'm trying. So Gustavo, can you choose another question, please?
Yes. Maybe number 5. Considering that hard skills are related to skills obtained through your education, training, certifications, and professional experience, do you consider hard skills more important than soft skills? I think it's depend of your area, because if you one of your goal, maybe it's like to be a manager, to be like a leader, soft skill is going to be more important than hard skills in some point, because you're not really dealing with the problem, you're dealing with people that can solve the problem the most of the case. So you need to be related with that. So when I say that depend of your area, because if you not have a plan to be like a manager, so I want to be just a great professional, I don't know, in programmer, maybe just that. I don't want to be a manager. I don't want a job of a leadership. So maybe I don't need to really develop my skills. Obviously, I will need the teamwork, some stuff like that, but some of them I don't need it. I think so. I think it's depend of your area and the position of the company, a position that you may want to achieve in your career. I think it's depend. And you, André?
Yes, I totally agree, Gustavo, with you. But sometimes I think that we need to have a balance in this skill, because maybe you are you have a hard skill, but you don't know how to use in pro to, I don't know, achieve something better. Uh, it's like a two sides, and the opposite. It's happened too. You have the how can I say, the oh my gosh, the soft skills, and you don't know how to achieve the hard skills. It's yeah, it's a controversial question, but I don't know if I explain correctly, guys. My mind today it's not so good, but that's it. And you, Thiago?
I believe balance is the word. You express yourself in a very good way. But more than that, these skills are complementary. Of course, in a medical field, you need most your hard skills. You can't make a surgery using your soft skills. But if your beloved one died and you are a doctor, you need your soft skills to communicate with the relatives of this person. You know, so you need to find a balance between them. That's it. Everybody answer it?
Yes,
Sir,
yes,
Sorry. Go ahead, sorry.
no problem. I totally agree with you. And Thiago, you said about a doctor that he or she needs to be hard, to have a hard skills. Of course, I totally agree with you. But there is something that interesting. In this last year we had an accident. I believe Andrea knows, and I don't know if Gustavo knows. But my husband and I, we had an accident. And from now on, we passed about, let me see, 6 or 7 doctors, because the thing that my husband did was so serious, and he will pass for the 4th surgery in some months. And this is a thing that we noticed in this period. There are some doctors that are so intelligent, so smart, but they don't have soft skills. They don't listen us. For example, you said about to listen someone. They don't listen us. They don't want to listen about our desire. And my husband and I, we studied a lot about this disease. We studied, we always were prepared to the meetings with the doctor, and we asked a lot of questions for them. And we finally found a doctor that listened us, and he listened, answered our questions. He has a good education. The treatment is other, but all the doctors are so smart. They without any doubt, they have hard skills, but some of them don't listen us. They just say, you need to take this medicine and do this and do that. And okay, doctor, but if this kind of hurt, I'm hurting, my elbow is hurting, and this hot, I'm feeling hot today, and this medicine is done good for me, something like that. And it's important to the treatment. Some clinical, how can I say? Some things that we say are important to the treatment, to understand the disease, to understand if we are in the correct way. So this is something that I always think that for example, I did I provided you this kind of example, but in my profession, in my job, I try to have this balance, as you said, to have the hard skills, but to have the soft skills as well, to understand other point of view in front of a situation. Maybe the other person is seeing something that I don't see now. and it's important, I mean. So let me now choose a question. Okay. Question number 3. Some examples of soft skills could be communication, teamwork, leadership, problem solving, among others. Do you consider these characteristics important for a profession? For me, of course, that all of them are important. And nowadays, I think that this kind of skills have been analyzed by the companies. Maybe people who know how working at how to have a behavior in a teamwork. How is the communication, a leadership skill? So for me, I think that's so important. And you, Gustavo, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. And like you said, I think they said that you get the job by your hard skills, but you lose that by you don't have some soft skills that's important for the job, like maybe teamwork, problem solve. It's related sometimes with the hard skills, but communication or leadership when you need it. So that there is this phrase that you lose because you don't know how to communication to pass the information. And to add something that you said about the doctor before, you note some of this when you're in college or in your post degree, that you see the teacher and you see, oh, this guy know a lot. I know that they know a lot, but I don't get it. Everybody don't get it. So
Yes, you are totally
yeah,
correct.
it's that
You're
I know this guy know a lot. You see the background, you see the curriculum. Said no, they know a lot, but to pass the information, it's other stuff. So I don't know, it's the right area or it's some technician that they need to apply for him that could help you to pass the information better for others. So I think that this soft skills is important, and there's others that is important as well. And you, Andre?
Yes, guys, I totally agree. Because of this, I said before that we need to have a balance, because there is a lot of people that know how to work, but don't know how to communicate with other people. Not only communicate, but be a leader, shows that for other people that people how can I say, can be trustful. I don't know how to say in English. So I believe for me, guys, soft skills can be more important than hard skills depending on the situation. That's it. And you, Thiago?
I believe communication is the most important of all these soft skills that are listed here, because to work with a group of people, you need communication. To be a leader and express your leadership, you'll need communication. Problem solving as well. You need to communicate with other people to maybe to acquire that the things that you need to learn how to solve this problem. So communication is the most important of them. And through communication, you can reach all of these other soft skills. So, yes.
Yes, I agree with you, Thiago. It is linked with others, a good communication. So this is something important to us. And guys, I don't know if you have the same feeling, but TNT is helping me a lot to improve my communication skills. In English, it is clear for me. 1 year, from 1 year to now, my communication in English improved 100%. It's so interesting. This kind of thing that I'm doing here, for example, to talk about something normal in my life, to introduce something, to introduce myself, it's so important, and TNT is so good. So, Thiago, can you choose another question for us, please?
Sure. Let's see. Number 8, we have worked on it. Number 8.
I don't
Do
think
soft
so.
skills.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Number 8, I think
No,
no.
no.
No, yes. Okay. So, do soft skills should be required from companies, customer services, among other suppliers of service? Which type of treatment do you expect from a service? I believe it should be required from companies, yes, when companies are interviewing employers, candidates, they should ask for this soft skills. But I don't know who could evaluate if this person on this soft skills, maybe a psychologist, I don't know. And which type of treatment, the type or type, right?
Type, yes.
Type?
Yes,
Okay.
type.
Which type of treatment do you expect from a service? I don't expect a lot because I live in the northern Brazil. Services here are not good in general, but I only expect that this service solve my problem as soon as possible. It's the only thing that I learn to expect from a service that is provided here. That's the truth. When you live here, you know, Sarah.
Yes, I totally agree with you about the type of treatment. When some company or service solve my problem, this is the better. And of course, guys, when, for example, we are trying to find someone to install the air conditioner in our house. There is 1 week that we are trying to find someone. My husband sent a lot of messages for five people, and nothing. None of them replied us. This is so interesting. Maybe they are gaining a lot of money, and I don't know that this kind of service provides a lot of money. But guys, I don't understand why. But I like services that reply faster, that solve the problem, that interested in our problem. When you oh, I forgot the name in English, but when you have a product of a company, they must solve the problem if in fact you have a problem with the product, but it is important. And about the first sentence, the soft skills should be required for company, customer services, among other. I think that is demanded to have soft skills. For example, as we called saque in Brazil. But when you call to a company telling some problem with the food with the medicine. We, as a pharmaceutical company, we received a lot of callings about our product, and we solve all of them. Each of them we solve, and we try to understand the root cause, the root cause of this situation. So I think that nowadays is demanded. And you, Andrea, do you work in a service, customer service? It's hard,
Yes.
Andrea, as well.
Yes, it's hard because I work as assistant administrative, but I have to buy things to the restaurants, and sometimes I don't like to let the people waiting for me. If someone send me a message, I am at work, I will respond to the person. But sometimes I need to buy something, and the people don't respond my answer. I am trying to buy things, and they just only 2 hours after it's hard for me. The Monday it's the hardest day because of this. I need to replace the goods, and I don't have how can I say, people are always make me wait for this answer. And about the previous question, I think it should be required from the companies, because we will know the kind of people that you will put in your how can I say, in your company, for example. That's it. And you, Gustavo?
Yeah, I agree. In your case, and I think it's gonna be worse if you are complaining about the products. If you want to buy, it's difficult to complain. So yeah, forget it.
Yes. Oh, Andrea, I don't know who is Andrea. Yes.
Just live with that. Just live with that.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. And the Saki, sometimes we we note that you are just listen. If you go like by law, you go to other regulament, government for they to respond you. So it's important, but sometimes like they just buy it, so leave it the way it is. So sometimes it's complicated, but I think it's really important. It is the way that you get the client. If you are treated well, you're gonna go buy again, and you're gonna tell your friends, gonna say, "Oh, buy that because I had a problem." Everybody can have a problem, but it was fixed. They treat me well. They fix the problem really quick. So yeah, problems gonna have in every company. It could be the best company in the world is gonna have a problem. Maybe you were unlucky of the time, but they need to know how to treat you like a client or a possible client, and with respectful, and fix that if you have a problem. So I think it's really important for the company to see that, apply that in your uh, employees and the people that work with them.
Yes, I totally agree. So, Gustavo, go ahead and choose another question.
Let me see. I don't know how it's not.
We have a number 4, 6, 7, and 9, I think. Yeah.
4, 5,
4, 6, 7, and 9.
Okay, that's the good one. Number 6, one of the current soft skills described is time management. How do you define this ability? Do you have any advice to achieve these soft skills? That's a complicated one, to be honest. Time management sometimes is complicated, and at least I noticed that sometimes my job I can manage my time, but in my real life I can't do that, or the opposite as well is true sometimes. uh with my my things that I need to do in my day life. I don't know if I need to buy a diary to see what I need to do. Because it's complicated. When you're in the job, there is some compromise with the other person, so you know that. But sometimes it's with yourself and said, yeah, but I can do it tomorrow. So that's a complicated one. The tip is that I could give is like, when I need to do something really important, I put on the paper and try to manage the time. But sometimes there are some plans that I need to do that I can fix in one day. So it's gonna take like, no, 1 month, 2 months, I don't know. So I like to use Trello. That's, I don't know, you guys know it. I'm gonna put in the on the chat. You can manage your task in there with the time and other stuff, so it can help you to manage it. Oh, until this day I need to finish something, so you can relate it, the position that you are in that project of yours. But time management is complicated. I think if you don't put in the paper what you need to do, or in some stuff to you to see how your progress, how if you are in the time on time or not, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna miss the time and you're gonna feel out of control. And you, Chap, I'm gonna put in the chat the two.
And I think that is the most difficult soft skill. I don't know how to deal with it yet. I am struggling with it. I am fighting with this skill. I'm trying to improve it, but it's really difficult. What I do is write my appointments, or maybe using Google Calendar. I like to use it to manage my time, but I really don't have any advice to share with you, because I am not good with that yet. And you, Sarah?
I think we are in the same situation. I'm not good in time management. So guys, in fact, I always schedule some things to do. For example, in one day I will do this, but I need 5 days to do that, to conclude. So this is something that I don't have an idea, maybe. So the time management in my situation is not good. I should improve, of course. And but something that I try to do is I always schedule my next day 1 day before. For example, after this class, I will check my agenda and I will see the things that I needed to do tomorrow. And I went back to the simple paper. I write down the paper. I list the things that I need to do tomorrow, and I try to conclude all of them. And I'm checking while I'm doing. So for me, this is the thing that I try to do, to don't forget the things that I need to do. But I have more things to do that I'm able, you know. And this thing feels me so bad. I don't like. But I needed to improve this kind of soft skills. And you, Andrea?
I am like you guys, because at work, okay, I can manage my time. If I didn't finish my work, I will stay for more time at work until finish. But at home, guys, I can't. Sometimes I just sit on the sofa and forget about everything. I can't manage my lifetime, only my work, only my job. That's it.
We know
Forget
that
about
feeling.
it. So, guys, it is important to rest as well, to do nothing. And for us, it's to relax, to think about nothing in some situation.
It's necessary.
Yes, it's necessary. So, guys, our time is concluded. I really, really would like to thank you for this time, for your time here. Let me see, I needed to send you. Today I'm so, I need to remember the things I'm forgetting. I just remember to put the we on live after we start. So guys, we have a survey, as you know. I will post the link on the chat. This is just to understand how I could improve my meetings. If you have an advice for me, please feel free to write to provide your advice. And I thank you all for your participation, for your time. As always, it was a pleasure to be here with you. And
Thank you,
good
Sarah.
night. I hope to see you on the next Wednesday. And have a good night, a good weekend. And thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye bye,
Thank you,
guys.
Sarah. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye, guys. Thank you.